neighbors know absolutely where to go when it's time to tune in to Cowboys Sports Talk and beyond. Shout out to the notification squad. Continue to swad all the way up. Come on with it. That's even including into the ether. Combine is on its way. We talked about this and that. Competitive, compete. You got to stay on your feet. Selectively speaking and collectively speaking. But what about calculative? What about the calculations for the nations? Ain't no party like a cowboy party. What about a Law Nations groove? Come on. All right.
Run from it. Destiny arrives all the same. And now, what should I say?
Prepare for it. Your midday sports report and analysis brought to you by Law Nation Sports. I see you, Def King, in the building. Appreciate you. Come on with it. Stand tall or not at all. All right. Cowboys best. 5, 4. Put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight. All right. All right. Come on with it. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Shout out to you, Ed. Shout out to you, Def King. Juan, appreciate you. TJ, appreciate you. Larry, what's good with you, man? The Cowboys heading into this offseason still have some things that we have to pretty much get things going. And there was some reports out there that there are other teams within the confines of our division thinking that they can do a little bit more than what we are doing, and that is competing for Myles Garrett, and that's what we talked about this morning. But just to rehash that, appreciate you guys so much. Let's continue to pick this up one more time.
We could have a market here with a couple teams.
Okay, and then tell me why I should be thinking about Myles Garrett on the Eagles.
So way early, I'm connecting some dots here, admittedly, but this is a conversation that some people in the league have had, that the Philadelphia Eagles, one of the most aggressive, if not the most aggressive teams on the trade market, will be looking for a pass rusher. Josh Sweat, the Super Bowl likely or close MVP, could be out. The expectation is that he will sign elsewhere, so they're going to have a need there. Myles Garrett, they would not want to see him go to the Washington Commanders, for example. If that was to gain traction, Howie Roseman would likely step in, try to make a deal that is too hard for the Cleveland Browns to refuse. Keep it in mind here, the Browns are a hard no. They're still telling teams they have no interest in trading Myles Garrett. If he were to become available, several teams will be in that. Maybe the Eagles will be one.
And that's their case there. And that's Jeremy Fowler of ESPN. Now, this is the Lion season, too, so we got to also point that out. This is the Lion season, so you'll hear a lot of people lying about this and a lot of people lying about that. But, you know, that's how that goes, too, right? Everybody got their ways of getting viewership. But there are some truth to this particular situation. Sources are close that to the Eagles community and as well as their beat writers saying that they're trying to go for a repeat, right? So, and the best thing you could do is also take away some of the momentum that your contemporaries are getting. Yes, we got Parsons. Yes, Parsons is nice. Yes, Parsons is a guy that we can all look back and say, yeah, him on his team is great. Him on his team is wonderful. But can we match Parsons up with someone? Let me repeat. Can we match Parsons up with someone? And the Cowboys, we've been in this situation, whereas we will have something good and just don't match it together, which causes and creates this particular problem. Now, there are other teams that look at it like, hey, we want to aggressively make sure that we can compete against the NFC within the confines of our division, not just the NFC East, but we want to compete against the NFC in general. So we're going to add to. Now, who remember when the Bama boys were all created for the Washington team? And when also the Giants, when they went to go start drafting interior guys for the Giants and the Washington team, the Giants and the Eagles, they all looked at the 2017 draft and free agency. And what they did was they re-solidified their front because they knew that they had to go up against Ezekiel Elliott. If you guys go back and look at those draft picks from 17, 18, they were already trying to solidify their fronts because they knew that we were going to be a run-heavy team. And they did those things calculative, because if you don't calculate and if you don't study the opposition and you only study yourself, then you won't get better at that. So that's why it's always important to look at everything, not just your team, but everything. And that is a very smart move, because you don't want Myles Garrett going to, dare I say, to Washington if you are the Eagles. And if you are the Cowboys too, you don't want them going to the Washington. So sometimes you do got to play keep away. Now, do luck and do favor falls into those matters? Yes, they do, 1,000%. But the Cowboys got to figure out ways to be competitive and compete and not just only worry about and fight over our own. We have been so busy fighting over Dak and, oh my goodness, Cooper Rush. Oh, Cooper Rush, Dak. And then we fight over CeeDee Lamb. He's not a number one. He is a number one. We fight ourselves. And then they fought tirelessly over Trey Lance. Trey Lance, he got the unbelievable potentials. He's better than Cooper. He's better than X, Y, and Z. While other teams are focusing in on winning and improving their teams, the Cowboys been fighting over the same exact thing over and over and over and over and over and over again. Whereas Zeke, he's not a Tony Pollard. Tony Pollard is not Zeke, right? And we find ourselves fighting each other and trying to compete within the confines of the team and not trying to get better overall, right? It's always trying to prove a point that, yeah, we can get rid of XYZ players. Shout out to you, Rodney Smith, for the 50. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much.
Take the money out! All of it! Come on! You're wasting my time now. Come on!
Yeah.
Come on!
Appreciate you, Dak on Filthy, man. And Jerry Jones. Appreciate it. The women been fighting over, well, you got to worry about that lady situation, allegation that they done push back to August. Have you noticed you haven't heard a lot from Jerry these days? But shout out to you. I thank you for being in the chats. But this particular team and situation continue to fight and fight and fight over the wrong cause. And And now what we fighting over the 12th pick? Who you going to pick? Is it going to be this guy, run game, wide receiver? Should we get an offensive line? It's always those things. Yes, sir. It is crazy. But I come here to tell y'all that, it is what it is. But here you go right here. I hate to pull back this, but let's listen one more time to someone else that have the same notion, and I hate to bring his person up, but for content and context, we got to. All right, here we go.
So the Cowboys obviously have multiple problems. Their roster's not very good. They've overpaid for Dak. All you Dak fanboys in Dallas, how's it feel like now? He's going to be a $90 million cap hit next year. Josh Allen is less than half that. We're going to be selectively aggressive. How come Philadelphia is just aggressive? Not selectively. They paid their quarterback and A.J. Brown and Dallas Goedert and Devontae Smith, they will, and Saquon Barkley. Eagles interested in Myles Garrett. And the Cowboys are cutting coupons and Groupons? Like, what are we doing here? The Lakers were in this space until Luka arrived and they stole him from the Mavericks. The Cowboys are a downer. I mean, there is more hope next year with the Chicago Bears than with the Dallas Cowboys. And the Cowboys have become the classic house poor, where you go over your skis a little bit on your mortgage and you have 11 bedrooms and 13 bathrooms, but you can't afford,
you can't afford it, right? You go into that person's house, big old house, you hear echoes everywhere. You can't afford it, they're house poor. Is 255 million more than 240? Right? Is 255 is more than 240? I need to see. Because there's a quarterback for the Eagles. He's getting 255. There's a quarterback for the Cowboys. He's getting 240. Right? Now the guarantees is a little bit different. The APY is a little bit different. But $250 million is $250 million. So it's about when you pay. You didn't overpay. You stupidly paid, Because if you was going to pay him anyway, why wait so late?
Angie Rebel Chicks $9.99. Hey La Luther King. I'm selectively aggressively present and listening while working. But that won't stop me from supporting you, Grin.
Take the money out! All of
it!
Come on! You're wasting my time.
Come on!
Come on!
Appreciate you, Angie. Thank you so much for your support. Really appreciate you. Thank you. Selectively listening. So when we go into this mindset of overpay versus stupid pay versus late pay versus, hey, he got paid what he rightfully deserved, it goes back to management. It goes back to management, So bro said Dak fanboys, I hate these MF and skips and cowards. They live to hate. Yeah, Seabass, man. You can't get around it. You can't get away from it, Yeah. And that one clip did more views and viewership than what my channel did in 3 weeks and 3 months, So they got the upper hand, So I got to get in where I can get in. So even if I have the right answers to the test and they have the wrong answers to the test, there's more wrong than right, and people going to listen to the wrong answers. But I'm glad that you guys are here. Come on with it.
Sacrifice.
Selectively speaking,
Barton, what is your profession?
Come on with it. But he do have a point to a degree that the Cowboys are house poor.
you got Brian Schottenheimer on the grill for dinner tonight. You don't have much because you can't afford anything else, and that's the Dak contract. But, I mean, they just don't have a diversified portfolio. It's CeeDee Lamb, overpaid Dak, cross your fingers on Micah, and they're coming off back-to-back drafts that just didn't relinquish much. So the Cowboys are...
So, that's Colin Cowherd. Who's right to this degree? If you think long, you think wrong. And in reflecting, even with what we are seeing now, with Osa, with Parsons, if they don't get this payment out of Parsons before the draft, what are we doing here? Are there more leaves to fall? We should have got Osa done last season. But if you're going to pay Osa now 21 to 22 to 23 million APY, you could have got him for 11. That's what I'm saying. He would have ran, Osa would have ran through there and said, yeah, I'll take 10, I'll take 11. But now it's 20, 21, 22. And that's our problem. We don't have the foresight. Now, are these guys warranted and should be deserving to have a contract? Yeah. But on the flip side, what we also don't do is trade players, especially when they're in their prime. Now, we would trade for players, or we get rid of players for dog water, but we just don't do the things properly like we should. Speaking of those things, you got to calculate and you got to be collectively on the same page with these things. If not, then you'll find yourself in trouble. Rico says they're playing with their food again. You're right. And shout out to you, Rodney, man. Appreciate you. And shout out to you, Norman. We do this every year. It's like a way whereas I must say these things in order to get things going. That the Cowboys about to make this bad decision again, you know. But for those who are heavily in this draft, before we talk about the grades or what have you, they did release, shout out to my guy, Hot Boys Digital, doing a great job on Instagram. He got the updated list here. Let me pull this list up. And for those who are heavy in the draft right now, here's a list of the draft prospects who had plans to have a formal meeting interview with the Cowboys. Formal. You got linebacker Jeffrey. You got Clemson defensive tackle Peyton. You have Ole Miss defensive tackle Walter Nolan. A lot of people been saying that, hey, he could very much so be a guy that we draft in this draft, you know, and there will be a lot of people saying, oh my goodness, but that's the Cowboys way. You got Michigan defensive tackle Kenneth Grant. You got Clemson linebacker Barrett Carter, who's really good, by the way. They even put him at running back, looking at his film. Texas defensive tackle Alfred Collins, who's really a real stud over there for Texas. Oklahoma, Danny, he's going to be interviewed. Carson's, he's going to be interviewed from UCLA. You got Florida linebacker Shamar James, and you got George edge rusher Michael Williams, who's considered another qualifier for the 12th pick Yeah. You got Princely from Ole Miss, the edge rusher, who's okay. I like his tape. Oregon edge rusher Jordan Birch, and then also Boston College defensive tackle Cam. So those are the guys that they are bringing in for a interview. No running back so far, and no wide receivers on this list. So it looks like it's all defense, Angry Cowboy. Yeah, you're right. So it looks like it's going to be maybe the Cowboys say, hey, we got offense at the house. For those who banging on the table, Rico! We can probably work out a deal with Rico and Tiny Deuce Vaughn and Hunter Lupke. And trust and believe, for those who say, hey, man, this is a big, deep running back class, man. You know, we can find our running back in the later rounds. Well, if the Cowboys fool around and draft a defensive tackle or offensive lineman, they could go into this situation whereas O-line, defensive tackle, cornerback. O-line, defensive tackle, linebacker. You won't see another pro skill selection until draft pick 5 to the 5th round. You know what I'm saying? I meant to say. Because we don't have that 4th round draft pick really becomes very intriguing now, you know. But these last 2 seasons, the first 2 rounds been stale as a bag of chips that's halfway open in somebody's back seat of their car. All right, let me get one. Marshawn Nealon, yeah, he wasn't a needle mover. He was a guy that had to grow on people. Even he got hurt last season, right? Tyler Guyton, he was a healthy scratch to a degree. Not being negative, but the first 2 picks in the last 2 seasons been one of those things, you know. Schoonmaker, we like, yeah, he good, yeah. Yeah. Schoonmaker, the second oldest person on the team with only 1 year of experiences. Yeah, no, you know, that's just how it is. But we got to deal with these things, right? Pinga, you are right to a degree. Folks wanted CD fighting for his life out there. Yeah. Yeah, it's just one of those things. Angry Cowboy, appreciate you so much. He states draft offense, defense, then offense. Again, first 3 picks. Well, they're gonna say, well, we going with BPA. And we really had running back high on our board, but the way the board fall, you know, they become tunnel vision. Right? They become we want to fix all of our holes in this draft. That's the issue. By far, that's the issue. Jeez. Neither here nor there. The Cowboys are getting a grade, though, from the NFLPA. The overview here for the report of 2025 NFLPA report card. Let's see what they got here. NFL treatments of family. They get an A-. There's only 3 other teams that's doing it better than them. Food and dining area for the $3.5 billion playpen that he got, they get a B. Food be good, though. Food be good over there in Dallas. I ain't gonna even lie. Especially when we go to those events. Foods be nice. I don't know if it's clean enough to eat off the floor like Jerry Jones said, but the food is good. Nutritionists, dietitians, they get a B. Only 10 other teams doing a better job than them. The locker room. Whoa. Wow. You know, only one other team got a better locker room presence than the Cowboys. They get an A. They get an A. Put a check mark by there. Training room. So from the locker room to the training room, this should at least be a B. How you drop down to a C? Huh? How you drop that much? That's a long drop, you know. That's a long drop. The training staff, D+. You can't explain that when you are the richest team in the National Football League. How you gonna have an A in a locker room, but when you get to the training staff, you get a D+, 30th. And some of the reasons for it is that they are saying basically, from intel that we were able to accumulate, they are saying basically there's just not enough people. Whereas, let me give you an example. Jerry Jones in the chat. If Micah Parsons and Bland is getting treatment, as far as from the training staff, and they only have 2, and Marquise Bell and let's say Amazi needs some workout, and CD Lamb needs some workout, they got to wait until Bland and Parsons is done. They need more staff is what they're saying. And these are the results from the people that's on this team. They're saying that, hey, they need more staff. They need more help. So Jerry, let's sign Angie to a job. Come on, you know, let Angie go down there and train some of them people and do rub downs. You know, plyometrics and all of that stuff. King Pablo, let's hire King Pablo. Yeah. All right, so the next one is the weight room. They get an A in there. Only 4 other teams is doing a better job than them, so that's good. That's dope. Strength coaches, B+, that's dope. You know, 16 other teams. Team travels. They get a C-. Other news that was reported is that Jerry Jones allegedly is so cheap with the wallet that these brothers, these grown men, got to share rooms. They got to share rooms when they go on the road. They too grown for that, man.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
They got to share the rooms, which is crazy, man. Come on, let them boys get their own room, man. These billionaires, man. When I go to auction yard, somebody say, "Hey, Log, I can share a room with you." Share a room with who? Angie says, Law, I'm only rubbing CD up and down. Oh, Lord, have mercy.
Damn!
Dak gonna be like, hey, I can't get none. It ain't no fun when a homie can't have none.
Get your damn act together.
Nah, I'm just messing with you. But, yeah. She rubbing him up and down until you say stop. Let me play with your body, baby. All right, so Jerry, let these boys get their own rooms, man, on the road, man. You know, hell, CD might want to call Angie. Oops, did I say that out loud? But nah, man. But in all actuality, let these boys get their own room. right? And have a strict curfew that they got to be in time by a certain time, you know. All right, and head coaches, they get an A for that. That's crazy. This is flat out crazy. You get an A, but you fired, you know. So 8 other coaches was better than the head coach. But these are the players that voted for that. Ownership, they get a B. They get a B. Oh, Lord. They get a whole B. Come on with it. We got some super chats, man. I appreciate y'all's support. Come on with it. Come on with it. Dreamers, dream on, dream on. It says, keep up the good work. Law, appreciate you. Shout out to all of my Jackson States. It was good with you, dreamers. Appreciate you. And Lola, appreciate you so much for the support. Lord, have mercy. Come on with it. Yeah.
Take the money out, all of it. Come on. You're wasting my time now. Come on. Come on.
People ain't crazy. People ain't crazy, you know. How in the hell the ownership get a B? Them jokers get a whole B out there, you know. And how much money, Jerry, you had to pay them people to give you that B? Yeah. Hey, man. Yeah, all right. But we got a person to break it down. And shout out to you, Randall Hillis, for the support there. My guy John Machota says, in regards to the Cowboys ownership getting a B grade from the players, here are some highlighted information from the NFLPA. Owner Jerry Jones' average rating perceived willingness to invest in facilities is an 8.5 out of 10. The Cowboys' ranking of 16 out of 32 owners in the league. The players feel that the owners slightly contribute to the positive team culture. Plus, that's what the rankings 23 out of 32 is. The players feel that the ownership is committed to the building and competitive team. A rank of 25 out of 32 is the NFL owners. So that is, to put it in perspectives, it appears that if my memory serves me correct, that's how you grade on a curve. That's how you grade on a curve, baby.
Take the money out.
Yeah. This is how you grade on a curve.
Season's theme, if last year's theme for the Dallas Cowboys was all in, then the leader in 2025 is selectively aggressive. Stephen Jones said today, obviously our goals historically have been to try and fill as many musts and needs before the draft so you can just pick the best player on your board. Didn't get that totally accomplished last year, but certainly that's always the goal. And every year is different in terms of what those musts and needs are. And then you have to have married what's in free agency versus where the draft is heavy and where can we help ourselves in the draft. Stephen also said one of our goals is to draft a quarterback. You know what I think one of our goals is to get a young quarterback in the draft.
Shout out to Shannon. That Georgia education boy, that boy read like me, don't he? That boy read like me over here. Georgia and Mississippi boy.
All I ask.
Jeez. All right, but we got done with it. Let's listen to what else they had to say.
I don't know where that's going to be. That's why we gave a 4th for Trey. Hold on, Ocho. You just paid Dak. You gave up a 4th round to get Trey Lance, and you're going to go get another quarterback? But anyway, it seems like all quarterbacks, even guys in the 4th round, go in the 1st. They always go much higher than what you think.
I have a question. Mm-hmm. You have a team in the NFC East, right? that's showing you the formula on how to do it the right way.
All right.
They ain't too far from you. They showing you how to do it the right way. They right there in your division. Mr. Jones, both Mr. Joneses, Stephen and Jerry.
No,
you got
Killing Me
Howie.
Softly. Who sung Killing Me Softly? Was that the Fijis? The Fijis sung that, didn't they? Wasn't that with Lauryn Hill?
They did a rendition of it.
Yeah, that wasn't Al B. Sure. That was the Fiji. Did Al B. Sure sing "Killing Me Softly" too?
Both of them
Or
sung.
was just the Fijis?
Fugees.
Fugees.
Just the Fugees.
The Fugees.
Yeah,
I said the Fijis are Fugees.
Lauryn Hill, Wyclef, and
Roz.
yeah,
Yeah.
but
That's who sung it.
Yeah.
Killing me softly. Yeah, it was a rendition. But the Trey Lance thing. We're going to talk about the Trey Lance thing. The brother's still 24 years of age. He's still young. Jaden Daniels and Trey Lance, same age, basically. But, you know, Fiji's, come on. Shout out to you, Cass. But my guy had a good take on that, and that goes all the Fugees, Fijis, Fijis. Boy, y'all killing.
All I ask is when you lay your head on that pill at night, I gave you everything I had. I gave you everything I had.
My guy have it right here. Shout out to my guy Landon. Hold on, let's listen.
Be mad at Mike Solari too. Be mad at Mike McCarthy too. Okay, the same coaching staff though. That's what I want to get about Trey Lance. Before you kick Trey Lance to the curb, ask yourself the question: why, if I haven't seen him under the coaching staff that couldn't get any sort of marriage to the run and the pass game and figure out how to run the ball creatively, and also just completely neglected last year's first round pick because of job security, why are we surprised that they weren't able to get anything out of Trey Lance either? Why do we automatically assume that he can't play? The same, like, guys, Sam Darnold was a nobody. He was in the MVP running last year. Baker Mayfield was a journeyman. He's got the Bucs winning 10 games and in the playoffs every year. Jared Goff, Sean McVay did not want. Well, my light just cut out. That means it's time to go. If you get the right coaching staff, a coach who has a plan, and I'm gonna catch some heat for saying this. If I said this on
You finna catch some heat, man. Y'all get ready to help him out.
On Twitter, I'll go crazy. Guys,
his phone trying to run away from him.
I'm sorry for what I'm about to say, but listen, if Jalen Hurts, and I love him, if Jalen Hurts can play in a Super Bowl and win it, Trey Lance can play in this league. Somebody can maximize two elite traits at that position. Somebody will maximize Jalen Milroe's two elite traits at that position. Just because Mike McCarthy couldn't doesn't mean that Schottenheimer or somebody else, in-house or otherwise, won't.
What's y'all thoughts on Landon's conversational piece there? And I'm going to see if I can.
Mike Solari, too.
I want to share it so you guys can go in and comment under it. I'm quite sure that my brother from another mother, he do have some strong opinions, and I value strong opinions. Some people like, man, I'm just done with the Trigger Trey experiences, you know what I'm saying? But he states that, hey, if Jalen Hurts can win a Super Bowl, then Trey Lance can play in this league. And not just Trey Lance, but Jalen Milroe and whoever else that you guys may have thoughts of, you know. I can say this, though. Some quarterbacks go into certain systems and they be to be doomed. Steve Young played for Tampa Bay, got to the Niners. He's a Hall of Famer with a ring now, you know. He talked about Sam Darnold. He talked about Baker Mayfield as well with that same breath. Not all quarterbacks can fit any system, right? Nick Foles got him a ring. Eli got 2 of them, right? So there is, in a situation, even Geno Smith to a degree can fall in those same categories, whereas he was on the wrong team at the wrong time, right? And when we look at everything, I'm not trying to be an advocate for Trey Lance. I'm not. But it could be very much so how this coaching staff kind of like assembled last year back against the wall in a lame duck season. And they went all in to see who Trey Lance was and didn't figure out a way to help elevate their team. Last offseason was about, do you pay CeeDee Lamb, Jay Jetta's money, right? Or can you let Dak Prescott walk and Trey Lance be the next up-and-coming guy? That's what it wasn't about winning last year. While they do the soft rebuild, while they have a coach in a lame duck season. Right? Stay paid. Shout out to you becoming a member. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much, man. Thank you so much, Stay Paid. And shout out to Splash Brother, man. If you was here yesterday, boy, you would have been able to be on the Splash side, man. But I appreciate you so much.
Take the money out! All of it! Come on! You're wasting my time now. Come on! Come on!
Yeah, but Law, Trey can't throw that thing, laughing out loud. I know, right? No offense to Hurts, but they say the same about Hurts. He can't throw that thing unless it's to AJ and Smitty and Goddard. Yeah, that's just what it is. And I ain't trying to fight at my guy Hurts, you know. He tried to throw it to somebody else. It's picked off. Yeah. Other guy got to be wide earth open. Jahan Dotson had to be wide earth open. But anybody else, you got to be able to have some good people. Not everybody's equipped to have those type of things, right? I'm just putting it out there the way it need to be, y'all. But let's listen to the rest of this, though by the way.
Back to what I was saying. Listen, I'm not sure. Listen, this has always been a copycat league.
It has.
I know it's always happened, at the playing level with offensive coordinators and defensive coordinators doing things that they saw work the previous week based on the team that they're playing. But ownership, they should do the same thing as well. It's a copycat league. Look at the team.
What do smart owners do, Ocho?
Yeah, talk to me now. Look at the team in your division on how they operate, off-season acquisitions, how they draft, understanding what they need, making all the right moves, showing you what being all in really means. That's what the Eagle organization does. Now, all we hear from Dallas, that has the star on the helmet, America's team, I might add, is all talk. All talk with no action. Again, here we go again, talking about what we're going to do. And then what they're saying makes absolutely no sense when you just paid your quarterback. Now you're thinking about going to get another quarterback. We need help on defense.
Ocho, but
I like my guy. I am awake. Jalen dropping dimes to who? He ain't dropping no dimes to no unknown guys, right? Who he dropping? I am awake. Who he dropping dimes to? Let me know if he dropping a dime to Mingo, a Tolbert, Brooks. Let me know who he dropping dimes to. I am awake. I just want to know who he's dropping dimes to. I just need to know. Yeah. Sally says like pick 6 Dak. Yeah, but completion percentage, QBR, passer rating is way higher than all 3 of those other guys. But, neither here nor there. And he got him a ring. Yeah. I can't take away Hurts' ring. Robert Horry got him a ring. Matter of fact, Robert Horry got more rings than LeBron James. Do that make him better?
Here's the thing. You just traded a 4th-round pick for Trey Lance. I thought that was supposed to be your bridge. That was supposed to be the guy that, okay, he's in your system. You're working with him. And now you talk about going to get another quarterback?
They don't listen. I'm in no position because I don't own a football team.
Right.
I've never been in a position to own one, and I don't know what it's like to run one. But I know when you're making the wrong decisions just by what you're saying and talking about. That ain't it. I've watched the Cowboys for years. I've watched the Cowboys last year. I watched them the previous year. I know they're good. They're good. I also know what they need to get over the hump.
Why y'all over there bumping y'all gun talking about the Fugees? Al B. Sure did sing "Killing Me Softly," and he sung it before the Fugees.
Yeah, he did.
Just so we clear.
Wait,
I know y'all wasn't around in the '80s, but Al B. Sure sung "Killing Me Softly" also. I just want to throw that out there.
Oh, the chat was on you,
Oh, yeah, cause the Fugees, and they got the.
Yeah, man, that boy hot about that.
I make a mistake, they quick, but they won't jump back in the chat when we right and say, you know what, Uncle Ocho, y'all was right.
Yeah.
But I don't think anybody in the chat right now is of our age, huh? They want to listen to Al B. Sure back then. You know, they wouldn't listen to Roberta Flack and Peebo Bryson and some of the people that you naming. I think everybody.
Peebo, what do you know about
they
that?
might have been born, 2000.
Yesterday.
2005. Yeah, yesterday.
I ain't never seen somebody born in 2020 and know more than everybody.
Nah. Mm-mm.
They figure if it didn't happen when they were in their lifetime, Ocho, man, that didn't happen. That wasn't even no music. They ain't even play no football. We just got football 2 years ago. Man.
He mad.
Like listen to old Terrence Trent D'Arby too.
Hell no.
Look, I don't get the count because they wait till the last minute. When you first signed that,
here's what I love more than anything. I'm right in 2020. It's 2025. I'm right. But in 2021 and 2019 and 2018, I'm wrong, right? It takes a time for the right people to get right. You know what I'm saying? but now all of a sudden, I'm right. Watch they repeat what I've been always saying.
Look, I don't get the count because they wait till the last minute. When you first signed that, what you should have done, you cannot wait because you let Jared Goff and you let Walkie to him wins. They were the first 2 picks in the draft. They got signing bonuses, and Jerry let their teams sign them before he signed Dak, and thought he was gonna get Dak at that price. No, Dak is not going to give you the price because they got security. So they're willing to give the team a little discount because they gave them security 2 years before they had to.
J Diz, $5. The Jones family off-season talking points so irrelevant they over there on the Albie Shore and the Fugees. Tears of joy.
Yo, like, it's crazy, man. I appreciate you, Jay. Thank you so much, Jay Diz. Barry White, the panty droppers music. You crazy. But with everything, I love being right, but was considered wrong during the time that I was telling y'all that I'm right. It's just, I can't make this stuff up, ladies and gentlemen.
You make that go all the way to the end, and you think that man's gonna give you a hometown discount?
Yeah.
He's not. Okay.
Yeah.
You wait again. You don't re-sign. You don't re-up him early. You make him play the contract basically damn near all the way out.
All the way out.
Now you got $60 million. Now he damn near $90 million against the cap.
Mm-hmm.
CeeDee Lamb, you wait till the umpteenth hour. The same thing you do with Michael Parsons.
Boy, I'm telling y'all, man. Boy.
Wait until the umpteenth hour. And you wonder why you don't have wiggle room. Even with the cap going up somewhere between 20 and 25 million, you don't have wiggle room because you put yourself all the way up against the wall, which leaves you very little room that you can play with. Look at the Eagles, what they do. They sign their guys real early. Now people are like, man, they gave them a bunch of money 2 years into the contract. Now they're playing for 10, 15 million less than market value. Because what did Jalen Hurts get? 50 million?
Now he still got to look. Now he got more money than I can see and count right now. He do. People get caught up on the APY all the time. Look at the guarantees and look at the life of the contract. Hurts is getting $255. Dak is getting $240. You tell me which one is more. You can earn, it's only so much guarantees that you can get anyway. You know, the guarantees is the guaranteed. I get all of that. But if you're going to continue to play, they're going to pay you anyway, especially if you at quarterback. Yeah, he got a little bit more in guarantees and his APY is higher and he got an extra year on it or extra year less. But $255 is more than $240, y'all. And it's just for what it is. You pay early so you can get that cheaper rate. Yeah. But $250 million is $250 million, technically north of $250 million. See, people get caught up, oh, he ain't worth. Just pay the player first. Don't wait till all the leaves to fall, Jerry. If the Cowboys, the moment CD was catching all of those balls, pause if necessary, right? When he was breaking all of the playmakers' records and everything, the Cowboys should have been like, you know what? We finna go ahead and approach CD now. Before the season is even finished. Way before Jay Jetta get his money. You could have had at least, CD was in no room and no place to argue that he can get more than 30 if you'd have approached him. Trust me, we didn't start winning until after the 49ers game. But you have to have the foresight, forecast, and plan ahead. And if you would have offered CeeDee Lamb a $26 or $29 million contract, he would have said, yeah. He would have ran and signed that contract. But by waiting, you drove up your own price on your own guy. On top of that, with the risk of him sitting out the entirety of the offseason. And we are seeing it play out now with Parsons.
Now the going rate 60s. But going rate about to be 62, 65. Now you got Jalen Hurts. You got a quarterback, just won your Super Bowl on a $50 million contract.
And still got wiggle room.
Still got plenty of wiggle room.
Still got wiggle room.
Yes. So I don't listen. I don't.
Bear 24, billionaires are not dumb. They're not extremely smart either. People think that because you got money and because you have access to money, or because you came out of a womb that's already blessed with money, that all of a sudden you inherit riches of knowledge. No. And I give it what you're saying, Bear 24. I'm not attacking you, but I just want to give people notion of rationale. Because you got a few dollars doesn't mean that you are immediately the smartest person in the room. Right? But people like to equate that to that degree for some strange reason. right? Like, just because Stephen Jones is now going to be running his organization and franchise, that he knows way more than Howie or Roseman, or he knows more than Bernard Taylor that's in this chat, or I Am Awake, right? We see this all the time. But I get what you're saying. Like, you can have a perceived notion that this person, because they have billions, that they are rich and they are wealthy, that they have more knowledge than the common man, right? There's people that's watching right now, no matter what they do in their life of circumstances. Think about this. Jerry Jones' father was a businessman, right? A mom and pop business that they ran a grocery store. But based upon his collections of information of network, that they were able to borrow $140 million even in the 80s. There's people that can probably put up good collateral, good report in modern day society of econ. But based off of who they are, they ain't finna get a $140 million loan to purchase a team because of who they are. And I ain't gonna go into the situation, you know what I'm saying, of what I really want to say, but I'm gonna keep it just that, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So money don't equate knowledge, right? But it can give you perceived knowledge for sure. I guarantee you that.
I don't know what Jerry doing. I don't know what Steven. Steven sometimes comes out and sounds worse than Jerry.
They look about the same age.
What do we know, Ocho? I mean, they're going to keep doing it their way. They see what is getting them, nothing. But there's no incentive. There's no incentive, Ocho. Because I'm going to make $300 million.
Yeah. Johnny Blue, appreciate you. I have less than $1 million. I must be the smartest man in the room. DC for life. Shoot, shout out to you, man. Nah. Yeah. But appreciate you for your support.
Take the money out! All of it! Come on! Wasting my time now. Come on! Come on!
Appreciate you for your support. Thank you so much. You know. But you always gonna get a little pass when you have a little money at certain things, you know. That's just how it goes, unfortunately.
They still getting their money.
They still getting their money. So I don't I don't get the Cowboys. I don't know. I don't really. Sometimes I wonder what they're doing. Sometimes I wonder if they know what they're doing, don't you?
Yeah, listen. I don't know. I don't know. I think they continue to do the talking because they know as soon as somebody say something, it's gonna make headlines.
What Jared said,
they're gonna dominate the airwaves.
Any publicity is good publicity for Jerry.
Mm-hmm. You know, it'd be good to have that publicity in season, in the playoffs. Can you imagine the Cowboys not only in the playoffs, but being in San Francisco next year? Can you imagine that? Can you imagine that? What that would do for Jerry and the money that he likes? You think you're making headlines now? Man, imagine
making. Guess what? Guess what? We don't have to worry about.
What?
Cowboys in the Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh my God. You can lead a horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. Yeah. True that. Money, power, respect is the key to life. I get you on that. But how can you accumulate money, power, and respect, right? Because at the end of the day, the wealthiest man on earth will be the healthiest man, right? As much of a billionaire of Michael Jackson or Prince, how much will they pay right now to be on this plane, right? Money can't buy you everything. There are people that got unbelievable fortunes, but they ain't at home all by themselves with no loved ones. And if you're in a situation, ladies and gentlemen, that you was driving an automobile, and as sad as it may be, that someone T-boned you and your loved ones are no longer here, but you survive, not to make light of that situation, you can make a call. And maybe you can also receive fortunes to help you along your way as your journey of your life continue to expand.
It starts from the first phone call. Most of the time, you're going to talk to Gene Burkett, a 30-year partner. You're not going to talk to some employee that just got put on the phones that day.
There are things that are so crucial, especially if it's a cataclysmic event, to have our experts get out and look at the vehicle, witness statements, photos, the whole thing.
Call Frenkel first. Chosen by the people, feared by the insurance companies. Call Frenkel first.
That's 214-817, and all of the threes you can dial. And reach out to Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers. You can slip and fall while you're at work, right? They can have you putting up something on the top shelf and the ladder was weak or the floor was still wet and you fall and you hit something. Yeah, that's personal injury, man, while you at work. Well, reach out to Frenkel and Frenkel personal injury lawyers. Give them a shot. Give them a call. And let's see how all of that can work out for you. They are located in the heart of Dallas, be sure. And I mean just that, be sure to reach out to them. And if you can't call that number, visit FrenkelFirm.com and they would very much so take great care of you. Not advantages of you like those insurance companies. 657-390-7391 is the hotline for your beautiful minds. Money, power, respect. Yeah. Come on with it, Cowboy Nation. Yeah. Slip and fall, y'all know who to call, baby. From the 607, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me, man.
Hey, what's going on, Law, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm well with 2 L's, man. Talk to me.
Man, yo, I just be sitting here laughing, and I just, like, the Cowboys get me so mad, and it just, I don't understand it. Like, why do we always gotta be behind the ball when it comes to signing or extensions or anything? It's just like, we always, like, and this is to Jerry, everything doesn't gotta be breaking news.
Right.
Everything doesn't have to be, oh my God, we signed someone to a record deal. Like, why can't we just get it done so we're not in this situation? Like, for instance, everybody's talking about, Stephen Jones comes out and says we need a quarterback.
Right.
No, our Hall of Fame guard just retired. So you don't think about talking about getting Trey Smith or someone to replace him?
Right.
Like, the best seasons we had is when we protected Dak, ran the ball just as much as we threw the ball.
Mm-hmm.
Reed, he was great. So, like, you would think, all right, let's get our offensive line first off and foremost. When we were drafting Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, Travis Frederick, we had the best years Dak has ever played. And when you protect Dak, you might not have to throw the ball 40 or 50 times. So
yeah, you want to still keep Dak anywhere between 20 and 28 throws, right?
Exactly.
So you want to run the ball, but also here's the thing, though. The craziest thing of it all, you don't have to announce to the world your plans, you know. You don't have to tell people, hey, I got 10 draft picks, but one of them 10 is you for dog sure. You need to know there's going to be a quarterback, right? And you don't need to let people know that, hey, I got Cooper Beebe, who's a world of a beater, man, over there in Kansas as a guard, and we're going to move him from center to guard, right? You just don't give away those informations, man, because now that affects so many things on how the opposition will use that against you.
Like, you know, the thing is that he makes these moves, like, for instance, Jonathan Mingo. We haven't, ever since that trade, I haven't even heard of him. I didn't even hear nothing about him. Like, I didn't get excited about him or anything. So it's like, and I feel like he's going to be loyal to him, like him and Tolbert and everything, and, like, the people we drafted, instead of, like, making a move. So, like, we don't have to go crazy. For instance, when you brought up Amari Cooper, if we brought Amari Cooper back with CeeDee Lamb and Tolbert, I think we'll be fine. I think we'll be perfect. We don't got to go crazy like when I was telling you Devontae Adams the bust. That's like a dream. But if we go grab someone like Amari Cooper, back with CeeDee Lamb, and then put Tolbert or someone in slot, I think we'll be perfectly fine. And then, we'll get a running back. You know what I'm saying? We can get one. But I feel like first round, I really feel like we got to grab a day one starter and grab a back and get a guard. Yeah, actually generally sounds good. It sounds good, but he won't do nothing if we can't block for him, you know? Yeah. So, and I'm sitting there, and then it just kills me, selectively aggressive. You just be aggressive. Why do we got to be selective? Oh, we're going to be selectively aggressive, and we're going to – that makes no sense. Just be aggressive. Like, we're now, like, are we competing with the Eagles or are we not? Are we gonna keep drafting in the top 10 or are we not? Like, what is it we're gonna do? Like, and it just make it work. Trey Lance, whatever. We don't need Trey Lance. Like, I don't understand. If it's not broke, don't fix it. Go sign Cooper Rush again. He's perfect for our system. He knows our system. He's all right. Dak gets hurt 2, 3, 4 times a year. Right. So if we sign Cooper Rush again, he knows what he's doing. We know what we can expect from him. And there's nothing wrong. I think we should sign Rico again, have him again, and, you know, just picking pieces, get a couple pieces. You know, we need to fix the D tackle. We have a Cook. Overshawn's coming back. We got Clark. I think we need to get a little bigger in linebacker. Obviously, Trey Days is going to be gone for a little bit, so I think we need to grab another corner and draft. But it's little pieces we got to fix. But we got to start now. Restructure these contracts now, so when we go in there, we don't have to sit and have to worry about it or anything. And then Parsons already taken care of. Like, take care of our players. Like, just
no doubt, man. Good call from you, man. I love the energy, man. I can hear the passion in your voice, man. Let's continue to figure out ways, man, this team can get better. And hopefully they can listen to one of us, you know, in the future. You know what I mean? Yeah.
You already know, man. How about them Cowboys, though?
How about them, man? Appreciate you, man. You have a good one. Good call from the 607, man. Yeah. Good call from him. And the Cowboys, we just got to figure out ways to be quiet on certain things. I don't know why this so small here, but we can make it big. It says, "Don't reveal your next move." They are still gossiping to the previous you know. So, or, you know, here's another one. Never announce your move before you make them, you know, and that is a strategy that you can utilize. Now, it would be great if the Cowboys do say one thing and they throw in a jab for another, far as psychologically speaking. Like, man, I'm finna punch you with the right hook, and then they hit you with the left. That would be something. But the Cowboys are not crafty in that way. What they say is what they really mean. And what they try to do is what they try to do. The whole all-in thing was just, hey, I'm taking what Clarence said and I'm running it for clicks and views. They were never all in, but it wasn't a strategy to throw off the ops, right? We don't do those type of things, basically, is what I'm trying to get at, right? Yeah, so and I don't think that drafting a quarterback in this draft is something that the Cowboys shouldn't do. If they truly believe that they need a quarterback in this draft, then draft him. You know, you don't have to announce to the world, but if that's an area of need, then you do that. It has been reported from Zach Wilchuk, appreciate him, I murdered his name, reports Cowboys want to draft a quarterback in this draft, and they've been looking at Quinn Ewers, who have been working in the DF Dub with former Cowboys coach Mike McCarthy. Bold prediction, sure to be wrong, but Quinn Ewers is a Cowboys by the end of the draft. And I get it. Mike McCarthy is no longer the coach here for the Cowboys, but now I think that he's trying to open up a QB clinic since he's in Dallas, and he's bringing in Quinn Ewers. We don't have to say these things, y'all. We don't have to say, well, hey, we finna go get Quinn Ewers. Somebody said, Ewers sucks, you know. So, and I'm awake saying, Ewers good, you know. Yeah, but it is what it is. It is what it is, ladies and gentlemen. But what the Cowboys tend to do, what was the quarterback that the Eagles drafted? I am awake. I forgot his name. I kind of liked him coming out of college. But you guys are not idiots. You still went and picked up another quarterback. Y'all didn't say, hey, we're going to lean on that guy. He got a good arm, but I forgot his name at the tip of my tongue. What's his name? I know you know his name. I'm awake. Uring, yeah, that's how you say his name. But, yeah, what's this guy's name? He was drafted just last season, I believe. Yeah, Tanner McKee. Yeah, Tanner McKee. Yeah. I like Tanner McKee. And y'all went and got him, right? But y'all wasn't stupid, and y'all didn't say, yeah, man, let's build our fortress around Tanner McKay if Hurts goes down or when Hurts goes down. Y'all made sure that you still went and got another quality of a quarterback. Y'all didn't make no whole, hey, Tanner McKee, the next quarterback for the Eagles. Y'all went and picked up the guy with tiny hands. I forgot his name. Y'all went and got Tiny Hands Pickett, I believe, right? However you say that guy's name. But that's how you're supposed to do it. You don't supposed to make a whole, hey, man, we getting Tanner McKay, and he's going to be the key for the Cowboys. And also, hey, we finna bring back this guy. No, you still got to always evaluate your team, but don't build your whole fortress around selling that. To a degree. Shout out to you, Chris May. He says, Retro Gaming, appreciate you for the $2 support. Appreciate you. Let me give you one of these.
Get the money out, all of it. Come on. You're wasting my time now. Come on. Come on.
The Dallas Cowboys. We made bold headlines when we went and got a Benjamin Anthony DiNucci. Ben DiNucci is more known as a backup quarterback than probably a third of the NFL quarterbacks that's backups in the National Football League. Why? Because he played backup quarterback for the Cowboys. And I think it only lasts for a year and a half. A year and a half, he went to Denver somewhere. We cut him. And people were still talking about Benjamin Anthony DiNucci. There were major, not minor, major headlines on the 3-ladder and the 4-ladder networks. Benjamin DiNucci. Appreciate you so much, Sadiq, for the, oh, Lord.
Take the money out, all of it. Come on. You're wasting my time now. Come on.
75 lighters on the dresser. Yes, sir. Appreciate you so much, Sadiq, for the $75 PayPal. Thank you so much for your support. Says, take the little divas, Lauren and London, out. Yeah, from Auntie Sadiq. Yeah, they're going to definitely get that. Yeah, definitely going to take them out because they don't got school tomorrow, and I got to figure out what I got to do with them tomorrow. So, yeah, definitely going to take them out to get ice cream and a whole bunch of stuff. Yeah, so shout out to Sadiq. Put SC in the chat for Sadiq Charles in the chat, y'all, for the 75 support. Yeah.
Take the money out!
Yeah. But that's what we do. And Danucci, there will still be people wearing Danucci brand to this day. Who's wearing the Dallas upside down hat? I couldn't even fight myself to buy one of them damn things. I couldn't wear Dallas upside down, But hey, it's selling like hotcakes. The man is still making money just by putting the silver and blue and the star on the side of his helmet one time. The man gonna be a multi-millionaire, quadruple multi-millionaire, just because he made the Dallas team or he was drafted by the Dallas team. If he got drafted by anybody else, he would have been here one day, gone the next, and he could have came out with hats, bats, shirts, tank tops, and them things would have been flopping. Nobody would have cared. But by him playing for the Dallas Cowboys, he made a mistake, and it became riches and fortunes. Come on, man. Come on. It's crazy, babe. Yeah, it's crazy, man. But I got the next caller from the 202, no clone, Tyrone, man. You're live on The Nation, brought to you by FrankelFirm.com. What you got for me?
What's going on, Law?
Not much, man.
Man, I'm going to go ahead and say it, man. Jerry Jones, his son, they don't want to win. They don't want to win. It's the same old BS from last season. Same old BS. I'm sad to say Cowboy Nation, but we got to go against these dudes, man. Like, real shit, they acting like females. They don't know how to run an organization. They running this organization like, and I'm not to say, not to go against the females and say anything against the women that's Cowboy fans, but a woman run by feelings and emotions. Man run by logic and reason. The men in this league, as far as owners, they go get what they need for the team to be successful.
Right.
Jerry and his son, they just beating around the bush. They selling dreams, they selling hopes. The way I look at it, Jerry and his son don't like this. They don't care about this team how the fans care about this team. I'm talking about the real fans.
Right.
Looking at this. They don't care about this team. They don't care about this team. They don't like this. They more about money than anything, because every off season is the same song. You ain't got no money. The cap. Stop it. Stop the cap, man. Like, fuck the cap. Like, every team is going against the cap. There ain't really no consequences. It's not going over or under that much. Like, I'm done with Jerry and Steven, man. I'm a Cowboys fan for life, but as far as Jerry and Steven, man,
they have every opportunity to change their ways right now. If they restructure those contracts like we said, right? And if they pay Parsons before Osa, then I'll realize that they are on the right pathway. But if they fool around and pay Osa first, and then they say, hey, we're scrambling and scraping to pay Parsons, and when the thing is we try to pay Parsons, but we never could get to an agreement, and we just gonna let him play this season unpaid, and now all of a sudden he have 13, maybe 15 sacks, and I'm sitting here like, hey, the Cowboys, we done, bro, until these boys start pushing up daisies or step down, or why they ain't on nobody tape. They done found a tape.
Right. Somebody got to get Diddy Wop.
Yeah, they found tape of Diddy, Bill Cosby. Look, I done heard a tape of the late great president Jimmy Carter and them, or whoever. Ronald Reagan was on the tape. Like, these naysayers, I'm like, wait a minute, you can't find Jerry on the tape? You find everybody on the tape, but you can't find Jerry, and you can't even get him kissing the lady on the whole other thing. But we got a super chat. Hold on.
$5. They broke. Those lawyer fees been hitting the Jones family accounts the past few years, face with hand over mouth.
Okay, J. Diz says they broke. Those lawyer fees been hitting the Jones family account in these past few years. He ain't lying. But what else you got, No Claw? What you got for me, man?
It's simple. Sign Parsons, renegotiate. I mean, just restructure Prescott, CD, and Diggs, and some other contracts that you can restructure them contracts and get you some veterans that make sense. Don't do no stupid shit, Jerry, because you known for doing dumbass shit. And let me just go on and say it. You known for doing dumb shit. Just go on and get what you need. Don't get what you
need, man.
Get what you need. Like at this point, I'm done with Jerry and his stuff. I'm a fan of the Cowboys. I'm a fan of the Star. Not a fan of Jerry. That's all I got to say.
Man, no doubt, man. I appreciate
DC
you, bro.
for life.
DC for life, man. They need to let Doge run this account, man. Let the DOGE run the Cowboys, man. Well, shoot, everybody, shoot, everybody be in trouble then. Come on, then. DOGE will find, well, we find some loose spending here. We're going to have to let you go. Boy, everybody be scrambling and scraping, boy. Let the DOGE run this. Let Doge account. Doge account, look, you want a task? You want to run the Twitter account? You want to run the government? Run the Cowboys right quick. Let's see what we come up with. Because, man, they finding out all types of stuff anyway, man. Shoot, they done sent $82 million to Malaysia. I'm sitting there like, wait a minute now. $82 million? Shoot. And some people mad, and some people saying we don't need 5,000. I ain't gonna say the name of the person. Give me $5,000, man. And people got to understand it's not giving you $5,000, it's returning $5,000. Those two different things. So we need to be returned to the greatness of the Cowboys, by the way. I got from the 305, you're live on the Nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. Talk to me, man.
It's good, Big Love. It's good. You can hear me clear?
Hey, man, I can hear you, man. I hear you loud and clear, bro.
Yeah, man. I ain't called in a couple of weeks, man, but I definitely been tuning in, man. So I want to ask you a couple of questions, man. So what's the problem? What's the problem with Steven said? I don't get why everybody upset of what he said. Like, because he said he's going to be selective aggressive. Like, what's the problem with saying that?
Oh, well, the Cowboys always been selectively aggressive, by the way. He just putting the definition to the term that he been doing. They've been selectively aggressive on this approach for a long time, not a short time. If my memory serves me correct, this is the nature and the way the Cowboys always been doing business, is selectively speaking and aggressively attacking the free agency. So until they do other things otherwise, I would say that it's still more of the same.
See, I just think he's saying that because more saying so. I get out of the picture. What I get out of what he was saying is that we're going to be aggressive, but we're going to select the players that we're going to be aggressive towards. That's not what y'all got out of that.
No.
And don't mind me. I don't trust Steven at all.
Nah, shoot. Steven Jones.
That's what I'm thinking. He's saying. Like, he said, like, man, we're gonna be aggressive this year, but we're gonna, be aggressive with players that we want to select. Like, if he wanted to go out there and get
break it down.
Like, if he wanted to go out there and let's say Adams go on free agent, and now Adams in free agent, would you get mad at him if he try to go target Adams? The receiver come out. The receiver.
Devontae Adams.
Devontae Adams. Would that be an aggressive move if he go get Devontae Adams, or that just something we always do?
That's something that we always do. I think that selective aggressive is exactly something like a Devontae Adams is like something that he's not going to be. That's not selective. That's ultra aggressive, because right now I believe he's on a trading block. I forgot the information, but the Jets still owe him $28 to $29 million. So the Cowboys for dog sure ain't gonna pay him that,
We know that.
Yeah.
You don't pay that though, right?
Yeah. So yeah. And on the open market, if it's the first wave of the free agency, he's gonna want that. He's gonna want money. So I think that the Cowboys are not gonna go after that. And here's my stance with this. Two things can be true. I'm not saying that the Cowboys must sign someone opening week of the free agency. That's not my move with that. But can you sign someone week 2, week 3? Because opening week, I get it. Those would be for the categories of teams like the Patriots, the Raiders, the Washington team that got over $100 million to spend. We don't have that much money to overspend on an opening week because you do overspend a little bit. So, yeah, I do agree with the fact that you don't have to spend week 1. But for week 2, week 3, down the stretch, you better be sure to be out there spending and willing and dealing.
True indeed, and that's my another thing I was gonna say, Law, because I hear the fans and I hear us talking, but it's like, who y'all getting out there free agents that's like it's worth all this money y'all trying to give up? Because once again, free agent is the reason why they in free agents. You get what I'm saying? It's either a team couldn't pay them or they couldn't live up to the contract. So there's a reason why they in free agents. So you guys over here talking about do this, do that, and you guys just want to grab all these players and not knowing if it's going to be a good fit for the team, if these guys are just playing for another contract and getting out of the, like, for example, right, you don't think they are scared right now of what happened, what they did with Gallup, with Gallup right now, that they got to pay that contract and he got hurt? Well,
hold on. Now, when you do your, within every contract, there's a thing called research analysis, right? And at the time, they gave Gallup the $50 million guaranteed contract after they got rid of Amari Cooper. It was Gallup that was hurt every year since he was drafted here. Gallup had more injuries on his plate than Amari Cooper, right? But since Amari Cooper wasn't homegrown, and the terminology of my guy, Balls Cowboys Sports, he was a bastard, they decided to say to themselves, let us go with the youth of Michael Gallup. And that bit them into you-know-what, because there's not a person that's walking around here that was saying, hey, Gallup is finna be their true number 2. He's finna be their true number 1/number 2 that's going to be better than Amari Cooper, when he never exhibit or exude none of those things. So I would say that was a egg on the face for the Cowboys, because ultimately they signed Gallup after he was hurt.
Did they?
Yeah, they signed him. Yeah, after he got hurt, and then they signed him over Amari Cooper. And they gave him $50 million. I said, man, and shout out to Gallup, man. He's a good friend of the show and follow the show and everything. And I ain't trying to throw no daggers at you, Gallup, but I'm just saying, I got to spit the truth for what it is.
Yeah, I like the Gallup. I thought Gallup was going to be promising. So I really thought he was going to be something. But yeah, like I said, I don't know what, like, us as fans want them to do so much, but know a little bit of money. I know there's a restructured contract and this and that. But let's just think of it. When you pay these guys early, right? Like, this what happened with Dak, right? You paid him all this money, and look, he got hurt before they young.
Well, you never paid Dak early. You paid everybody.
Yeah, but maybe that's the skill. Maybe that's the skill, Law. Maybe that's the skill. Man, we pay these guys early. They probably not going to want to play no more because they got their money. Or 2, he might get hurt doing the contract. Like, damn, we just did a Gallup all over again.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, though, with Dak Prescott. I remember this vividly. People were saying that he wasn't worth $35 million. APY. They said he wasn't worth $35 million, right? And then there was a leak report from the Colts said, hey, we'll give him $35 million, right? No. The first report was like, Dak Prescott ain't worth $30 million, and the Colts came out with a report saying we'll give him $35, right? To make a longer story shorter, right? Come to find out, when you look at everything in the grand scheme of things, the Colts were very high on trying to find a quarterback, regardless of it, and the damn Eagles fleeced the Colts the following year when they drafted a quarterback named Jalen Hurts, and they realized that, hey, Hurts is just as good as Wentz, and they fleeced the Colts. They went and got a whole heap of picks for that. If the Cowboys had reservations on Dak Prescott, they shouldn't have put the no trade clause, they shouldn't have put the franchise tag on him, which sullied the relationship between the two. They should have traded him. They should have put tender tags on him saying, hey, well, if you want Dak Prescott for the $30 to $35 million, well, we'll put hey, he's worth a first and a third or a first and a second or something like that, and we'll be willing to move off from him. But what they did was they never allowed Dak Prescott to see the open market, and they let that man play on his franchise tag, and he went crazy.
Gotcha. Yeah, he did get crazy. But gotcha. So one more thing I'm going to get out of here. I know you got a long list, Big Rock. So we got part of close to the combine. I'm trying to get ready for the combine. What's your early prediction? Like, what you see some of these guys running, man? Your guy Genty. I got a prediction I want to take.
Well, Genty is not running nothing in the combine. He gonna sit out.
He's not running?
Yeah, he's sitting out. Yeah, he chilling, man. He like, shoot, I did all my hard work. Shoot, I'm resting.
Really? So
yeah. Oodles and noodles time, dog.
I really called a tease on you about this Genty thing. I really want to see him run, though. So he's not going to run in the combine?
He going to run in pro day. He going to run in pro day, and he going to make sure the wind is behind him.
Yeah, them pro days, man, that ain't 40 yards, man. That's 35, man.
Yeah, they give him 35 yards. 35
yards.
They're like, damn, he running 4.3.
Well, I want to say this live. I'm going to get off the phone. If Genty, to me, right, because I know we trying to get Genty, everybody want him to fall on him. But let's just say he do a good pro day, right? Let's say he runs like what Gibbs ran, the Gibbs from Detroit, right? Let's say he runs it up. Do you think he getting out of the top 5? Because I don't think he getting, like, me personally, and I know fans probably going to kill me on this right now. I'm going to have the phone. If he run anything like Gibbs, to be honest with you, I don't think he get past the Giants. I think the Giants going to try to kill or something like what they have with Barkley because I think they realized they made him.
With one quarterback, bro, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, they got me out there throwing the damn ball, huh?
No, but look, you get the running back, you go get you a bridge quarterback right now. Everybody's trying to, you see what's going on. Everybody's trying to get rid of their quarterback right now because nobody want to pay that.
Can you imagine being the Giants? You pass up on Cam Ward or Shador. They got the running back.
What you say? How to be honest, remember, them coaches is not there forever. So do you want to get a quarterback that you got to develop, or do you want to get somebody for sure you can give the ball 20-55?
Man, you get the quarterback. You get the quarterback, bro. You get the quarterback, bro. Don't overcomplicate it. Yeah, you know.
You don't want to the job. I get you, though. I get you, bro. You don't want him to go over there. I get you.
No. It's just for what it is, though. But, hey, that would be crazy because somebody, Ty Church, says Matthew Stafford, and he's seeking to get $50 million APY, and he's on a trading block. So if Stafford comes to the Giants and they draft a running back, that could be very intriguing of a situation for us over here in Cowboys land. But I appreciate you, bro. Thank you for calling in.
Appreciate it all.
No doubt. I don't want that future, though. I'll say this, though. Cam Ward, Shador, and all of those boys one of them boys going to at least be a Giants quarterback, I believe. I don't think the Giants, Ty says the Giants really want Stafford. They want him bad. Now Stafford having a terrible time playing against us Cowboys. But, man, he do light up the other people that's in our division. And the Eagles better been glad that the weather played a major factor in that game. If not, we'd be talking about something else. But to be fair to everything, man, it's just the lay of the land with the NFL. I have 206, and then I had the 201. 206 MJ, you live on the nation, brought to you by FrenkelFirm.com. What you got?
What up, Law? How you doing, brother?
I'm doing great, as Tony the Tiger would say. What you got?
Yeah. I agree with the last caller. You guys is panicking in February, man. The guy already got a new offensive line coach. They got everything that Jerry and them never thought of. They kind of probably surprised that this guy, Shoddy, coming with all these designs, new coaching, new schemes, and they like, wow. They even kind of shocked. And then it threw you guys off, too. Y'all thought they was going to come with that same foolishness, but McCarthy, he's gone. So let that go, man. We got new everything. Is gonna let the man cook. Let Shotty cook.
Yeah, Shotty can cook, but he gonna still. The Cowboys still need to do principles, though, right? They still need to do some. We can't just roll into this same team. I know it's February, but what I'm getting at, I got to do play-by-play. I can't do content if I'm just gonna sit here and wait, right? I can't just. That's the whole point of doing content. I got to do content, right? I can't just be sitting here. I can't just sit here and say, okay, all right, y'all. I talk to y'all when the season is here. No, I got to do the play-by-play. I'm giving y'all the play-by-play. Ain't this right?
Yeah, we understand that, but we still gotta let the man cook.
With what?
Y'all not even let the man cook.
But sometimes if they saying they bringing Roman noodles in, and we want steak, it's not, regardless, we can't get them noodles to taste like steak, is what we're getting at.
Man, you know how the black people do. Black people can make a food if you starving. The black people gonna cut up some potatoes and all that kind of good food and fill your belly up, and you gonna be like, oh, what a good meal. He might be doing that. So right now, I'm gonna let them cook, see what they're gonna do. The key I'm worried about is the defense. I'm not worried about the offense no more, because Shotty finna make Dak Prescott a baller. And everybody talking about the quarterback on them stupid shows. Now they talking about they're getting a quarterback because they tired. They already seen what the other two quarterbacks did. They already know that. So I want them to go get one of them quarterbacks. I told you that, because even that coach said, yeah, I'm used to a running quarterback with this scheme. Dak is going to run sometime, you know what I'm saying? You know, but let the man cook and let these boys cook. We got to stop coming on here complaining. Everybody out, oh, man, stop. I don't care what Philly did. Y'all worried about what Philly did. Man, we just stole the best offensive lineman coach in the NFL.
Yeah.
This is going to help Steele. It's going to help guidance.
Yeah.
And one more thing, everybody forgetting about that big boy Thomas. You notice them tackles when they move to guards, they'd be even better. That tackle Thomas is 6'5", 330 pounds. So don't be acting like Hoffman or the other boys gonna win that starting spot. That spot, you know what I'm saying? So hopefully the best man win, and we're gonna go by that. I ain't worried about Dak now, because Dak got his dream. The running game.
Yes, indeed, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in, bro.
Last call, like my boy I talked to my boy, run the damn ball. He's finally about to
run the ball, man. Yeah. That brother, we the richest franchise in the organization in the National Football League. Let them cook them Roman noodles, man. But hey, let the Eagles cook with steak. And let the damn Washington team cook with some hamburger meat.
14 $20. Law for yesterday, fam. Much love, brother. Just one thing, really. How many FAs we letting go and how many draft picks we got this year? 'Cause we got to fill them holes in FA. It's too many missing Cowboy Nation.
Yeah, man. Appreciate you, Law. I'm calling you Law. Appreciate you, smoke one for you. That's where I'm Law for yesterday. This is from yesterday. All right, so he lamented, we got 26 free agents, guys, right? 26 free agent guys. We got 10 draft picks. What I'm wanting is for us not to use all 10 draft picks. I don't want us to use all 10 draft picks. I want us to compile some of the draft picks up and get quality over quantity. With the free agent guys, there's some guys that we're going to have to let some hard let goes, right? Hey, you know, that's the whole point of this whole situation. But we got to compete. We can't sit back and watch everybody else get the good shoes, and we got to go pick up the Shaqs, and we supposed to have the same outcome. You know what I'm saying? We got the old shoes, like the Shaqs out there, and they peeling up. And what we're saying is, sacrifice a little bit, get some quality shoes. So, man, when you out there on the court and you get crossed over, at least your feet won't come off of it. You know, that's all we said. But let me go up to this other super chat, man, and I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Scotty. the man. T says Cowboys need a Jalen Hurts type proven winner. I mean, there's no foreseeable thing that Jalen Hurts can win without AJ and win without Smitty and Dallas Goedert in that offensive line. Hurts need weapons. So if he proven or not, you can't find me the games that he won without those boys, right? So you need weapons, but I get your point, and I thank you for the $2 support. So let's continue to help grow the nation with that. But even Hurts need help.
Take the money out!
Yeah, so keep taking the money out, and I thank you. All right, and the next one was Dak on Filthy. Every time, look, it's an automatic $2 every time Marv call in, man. I know for sure I'm getting $2 from my guy.
Take the money out! All of it! Come on!
Makers Mark Marv, man. Appreciate you, man. Thank you so much for your support. Scott states Dallas gun really be cooked when Philly gets Miles. Oh, Dallas going to really get cooked when y'all get Miles. So that's what we fighting against, man. We fighting against a team that's created to be a super team, and we got the all-stars of the Walmarts, and we supposed to compete, you know. Come on.
Take the money out!
Jeez. But I get it, man. I got from the 585, I don't know. You Luke.
Hello?
Oh, it was good. You live.
Hello? Yeah, what's going on, Lord Nation?
Not much, man.
Hey, what's going on, Cowboy Nation? My whole thing about it is, the Cowboys gotta stop thinking. The Cowboy organization, the heads of the Cowboy organization, and some of the fans got to get out of this Stephen Jones state of mind. We got to go back to the old school ways that when we was winning. The Cowboys used to wheel and deal, man. They used to pay for players. Right. We used to pay for players, even though we know it was no salary cap back then. But they still made an effort, even when there was a salary cap, to try to compete, to try to go by and get some of the best players, trade for them, stuff like that. And now we more into a penny pinching type of situation when we the most wealthiest organization in the whole land. That's BS. We letting the people that was in the basement come out the basement. Now they starting to get louder, and they putting teams together to compete. No matter if they just won, they still gonna be in a situation to compete. We can't sit here and say what the people in Philly did is not a good thing. They showing us, if you want to compete against us, you got to spend money, Jerry Jones,
right?
Stephen Jones,
right?
Even the Giants, even the Commanders, they starting to come out of the basement. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We one of the best. What conferences in the league?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, we're one of the best divisions in the league. I mean, the Cowboys got to get out of this old school state of mind, man. Like, far as well, I ain't gonna say so much old school, but this state of mind that they don't have to spend any money. They good with what they got.
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna spend all our draft picks and not go get any of these veteran players to help our team be a better team. That's BS, man. You got to spend money. You got to hurry to sign these guys, your superstar players, and so you can move some of this, so you can get some of this money back from them by restructuring their contracts. That's what the great teams do.
Right.
That's the new way of the league. Stop telling us that, oh, we can't do this because we got to pay this guy. I don't hear none of these winning teams saying that. I don't hear the Chiefs saying it. You know what I mean? I don't hear the Eagles saying none of that. I don't hear none of these teams that are competing saying the same stuff that the Cowboys are saying, because they're not. Football is not the main thing in Dallas right now. I can see that. They care about other stuff.
Right.
It's a playpen. It's not, football is not the main thing anymore. I think football was the main thing before they built that playpen. That's when I think football was football with the Cowboys as far as the culture, because it wasn't all this glitz and glamour and no toughness. It's glitz and glamour without the toughness. They need the Joneses need to quit talking and put their best foot forward. Go ahead and sign Micah.
let's move some of this. Let's free up some of this money for this free agency. Let's get some dogs in here. Let Shotty get some of these dogs that he know that can help his system out. You know what I mean? And let's, like you said, Law, let's package some of these draft picks up to get quality over quantity.
No doubt, bro.
That will help us, man. Because I'm gonna tell you one thing before I get off here. If the Commanders got to make one or two moves on that team, they really gonna be in it.
Yeah,
because you know they got confidence now. But
you just gotta compete, man. You gotta compete on all phases, and I just think that's one of our issues there, man. I appreciate you for calling in, bro.
All right, now, peace.
All right, peace. Yeah, it's a little fluctuations to the audio. Is the audio better now, or does do the callers sound like they are bad right here? And I'm hearing that we had some snafus on the Wi-Fi here. Are we still live here, or put a 1 in the chat if the audio is straight? Let me know if we still live. I know we go long for a long time here, but let me know if we, are we still live? Put a 1 in the chat. Yeah. I'm seeing some fluctuations. Well, you'll be 330 and then it's 270. Sound good? Okay. I'm good? Okay. But you guys, I do get both sides of the argument. We got to allow Shotty to cook. But what I'm saying is, hey, this dish will be a whole lot better if you add these pieces to it, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like don't put the iodine salt in there, man. The iodine salt, don't put that in there, man. Let's put some Himalaya salt, And just because my guy MJ said, yeah, man, you know how black folks do. You just scrape the bottom up. Look, we ain't po like that no more. You know what I'm saying? Shoot. And then the people that's cooking, they ain't black. You know what I'm saying? So they might not know how to cook a goulash, So what I'm trying to get at is that let's put some real tangible food on the table, So that's what I'm looking at. The Cowboys need to figure those parts out. If y'all give it what I'm saying. Smoke says, yeah, you good. I just paid the internet bill. Man, appreciate you for your $20 support, though, bro. It's cutting in and out a few times. This is from Johnny Blue. Let's do this. Click off of the YouTube and click back on. And if you're on Facebook, do the same and let me know whether or not that works. Because, yeah, right. I got Big Amish from the 202. You live. Talk to me.
How about them Cowboys?
How about
y'all?
Yeehaw. Come on with it.
All right. Well, a few things. The first thing is you're right about showing your cards. Now, if that's what they're doing, we're in a world of hurt if that's what it is. On the other hand, maybe they're throwing a smokescreen. Maybe they'll surprise us for once. Right, maybe it's a smokescreen about this quarterback or whatever they're looking to get. So that's one. But the other thing is, if we don't get an offensive line, and I mean a top, we have pieces in place, right? But we need to solidify that O-line. We need a top 5 O-line, nothing less, because the same thing is going to happen. And Dak Prescott's not going to make it through the year. If you're going to keep these plug-and-play players who signed some free agents off the street and trying to fill it in and coach them up, he's going to get hurt again. I mean, that's my biggest concern is that he's going to get hurt again. And that leg, so you had that avulsion, that hamstring injury, and that ankle injury on the same leg. I'm concerned. So... And then, I mean, the line has to be solidified. That's number one. What do you say? Well, that's the number one priority.
Yeah, number one. Yeah. You protect your offensive line. And the draft is not the only way. I want the Cowboys to figure out free agency or trade acquisition to get that done. I think Will Hernandez would be a good asset for us. And not just him. You know, I think that we need to do our due diligence. But if Will Campbell is in this draft and he falls somehow to the 12th spot, then you run to the podium and you get him. But if not, then you weigh out your options. Josh Simmons is a really good player before the injury. We don't know what he looks like post the injury.
Right.
So that's why I'm not really high on him. If it's a situation that he never had the injury and I get a chance to get a Josh Simmons, then I would do that. But outside of that, I'm not taking any risk on doing that. Kevin Banks, I'm in the middle. I'm not really high on his tape, but that's just how I look at it.
No, I think you're right. I think we should stay away from taking the first round offensive lineman unless it's a plug and play player, which I don't have an opinion one way or the other right now on that. But my position is that with the coaches that we're getting in, Clayton Adams, Ken Dorsey, there's got to be free agents, whether it's now or after June 1, which is a benefit to Jerry Jones and Stephen Jones, because if you sign players after June 1, my understanding is even if they're on a 1-year deal, you could split that salary over 2 years. So it goes to and that's the benefit of a June 1. That's why Stephen Jones and the Joneses sign players after June 1. I really haven't seen much activity before then, unless Kendricks is one. I forget last year what happened. But and he's only, I don't even know if he's going to be around. And so the offensive line, I think somehow that has to be addressed. That's the number one priority. And number two, use the then no matter how we do it, and we could actually during the summer, during training camp, they could also trade for players. It's not like
it's all over with.
Over.
Yeah.
And even so it's never over. But they have to address that, right? And that's the messaging. If they're not going to do that, it's going to be the same old thing. So offensive line is number two, but we have to deal with the trenches. Defensive line is the same. But if you're going to address the offensive line, you got to get that running back, the additional running back, and a wide receiver help. You got to do that to make somewhat of a completeness for Dak Prescott,
right?
To be able to work with that offensive line and to score points. That's what I got for you.
No doubt, man. I really appreciate you. Thank you so much for calling in. And let me hear you say it before you roll.
How about them Cowboys? Y'all. Amish Cowboy.
Amish Cowboy. That's my guy from the 202. I got Max from the 216 UN. Talk to me.
Law Nation, what it do?
Man, nothing much, man. What you got for me, bro?
Man, y'all gonna quit sweating me by my takes now. Y'all gonna quit sweating me by my takes now,
Jihad, you want who you want?
I gotta defend myself, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna quit sweating my boy too, you know what I mean? But nah, that ain't what I call. I mainly got a player that I want to campaign that we ain't nobody talking about, and I want you to start the campaign. But we talking about we need weapons and all this stuff. I don't understand why this guy wasn't invited to the Senior Bowl. Or nothing, but I know Jerry Jones is an Arkansas guy, and I know he's got his eye on it, but nobody is talking about these Arkansas boys, even their quarterback. And I know Jerry Jones is watching them, but Andrew Armstrong, this kid is 6'4", 205, and he's from Dallas, Texas. He had over 1,000 yards last season. I don't think he had that many touchdowns. I think that's probably why he wasn't invited, but this kid is dynamic. I see a CeeDee Lamb light, like he's just the splitting image, just a bigger, stronger receiver. But check him out. I want you to start the campaign now. But I don't know how far in the draft and all that stuff. I know you're a busy guy, but yes, watch his film. And I'm telling you, he's from Dallas, Texas too. Kid is from Dallas, Texas.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, just keep your eye on him. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And I'm still team Trey back.
So he's not invited to the combine, is he?
I don't think he was. But Law, see, that's what I'm saying. Like I don't know. We're probably gonna find some information out on him, but he is a sleeper. Sleeper.
I'm looking him up now. So So
I don't understand why.
as long as he look more muscular than Jalen Brooks. So he's not giving me Jalen Brooks vibes.
Lamb. You're gonna like Law. You gonna watch his tape and he's CeeDee Lamb.
Okay.
He's Spider-Man mean CeeDee Lamb. That's who he is.
I see the hair. I see the hair. And I see the melatonin. I see the melanin in the skin. So yeah,
You gonna love,
he's a melanated brother. Yeah.
And one more thing, Law. LaQuint Allen. If you ain't seen the Syracuse running back, he ain't no blazer, but the kid is phenomenal. I mean, he is not a blazer, but I mean. You watch his tape, you're gonna be like, man, he can catch the ball. He's the best receiving back in the backfield. He's better than Henderson. He's the best receiving back. I believe he's better than Brashard Smith. I think.
So I see your angle. You like the underdogs, man. You like the unknowns. To catch, and I love that. You got to have soft eyes in the draft and look at the small things to get them going.
Get Johnson early, and then draft Andrew Armstrong. You win the game. And then, like I said, you remember I told you this running back class is deep. Did I not tell you that? I told you that.
Yeah.
This running back class is deep. You ain't got to do that. You could trade back. I love Gentry though.
But you don't move off. You don't move off from it just because it's deep.
No. You're right. Still... That's why I don't be blasting y'all. Be like, no, you know what I'm saying. I be understanding where y'all be coming from on that. I love the running back. I love that running back. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying. Like it's the running back class is deep. You don't have to stretch yourself at 12. You don't.
Yeah. I always call it, man. Back in the days, me and my brother, man, we used to call it let's bust a block in the room, you know what I'm saying? And they in there, they thick. Oh, they thick in here. But you still you still do your due diligence. You walk the entire room. But you don't wait till too late. You still holler now, Yeah.
What if we just got all the Texas boys? We got
No, you can't do it that way, man.
Davion Johnson and Andrew Armstrong.
You just can't do it that way. You just gotta do your due diligence, man. You still gotta walk the room, man. You just gotta work the room, bro. That's all I'm saying. But I appreciate you for calling in.
Yes, sir. All right, have a good one.
Yes, indeed. I think it was probably too early for me to say that one, though. You know what I mean? I know my guy $100,000. I understand what I'm saying, But you gotta walk the room, though. You can't just say, "Hey, it's deep, so let me go ahead and get this dude, man." Let me just go ahead and get Andre Armstrong, because wide receiver room deep, and you pass up on T. Higgins, or you pass up on Tent because you got a deep wide receiver, because Andrew Armstrong is just as equivalent to Tet. No, you don't do that now. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm getting at, y'all. That's all I'm getting at. And $100,000, did you get what I was saying?
Hey, listen. You didn't start anything off. Energy started it off with the rubbing CD down. So I was rolling.
Yo. Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do, man. Shoot, she trying to get in on that staff. She ain't gonna whistle, no blow or nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Ain't gonna whistle, nope.
Nope. A willing participant. She ain't gonna snitch on them like all them Deshaun Watson folks. They all came out at the same time, didn't they? Yeah, he asked for a happy ending on the same date, like. They coerce him. Hey, man, it's a crazy world we live in, man. Sure.
Word, you already.
Yeah, man. And I got to give the play-by-play, man. I can't. It's the whole point of me doing content is what I'm getting at, and I get what MJ's saying, but we won't be able to content.
I don't. I'm MJ, my guy.
Yeah, okay.
Guy.
Yeah.
But I don't because you got the coaching.
Yeah.
Don't mean you don't got to go out there and get the talent.
Right.
Because we've been in that situation before, Lord, where we got all this talent, but we ain't got the coaching. Now we gonna have the coaching, but we don't have the talent.
Yeah.
What we say about Papa Rob?
Man, the orphans.
Papa Rob was the coaching, but he ain't never get the talent. I don't want that to be us, man. We got all the guys, but, man, you know, we got the coaching, but we ain't got the talent. We keep getting these B and C guys. Come on, man. I don't want that. No, we need the time. Listen. And everybody and the guy before me, I forget his name, or maybe he was 2 callers before me, because I had got off and came back on.
Oh, yeah.
I got off and came back on, and he's talking about, you know, in the draft, getting guys, you shouldn't go do that. Saquon Barkley was considered trash because of the line he had.
Yeah.
He was considered trash because of the injuries he had.
Yeah.
Why would you go get him? He's washed.
Yeah.
Went to Philadelphia with all that talent and became a beast.
Yeah.
Luka was considered trash. Luka got with LeBron and he balling now. You know
he balling, yeah. You know, boy, ball out last night. I was like, yeah. Clay had me worried for a second. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, Clay, man.
Yeah, Clay was on point.
Old Clay. I was nervous for you, Law. I was nervous for you because you was talking crazy on the final word. I said, Law, okay, crazy.
Oh, I started sweating, boy, like R. Kelly at an all-girls camp. I'm sweating over it like, Lord. That's a damn. Yeah. So sometimes.
At one point, I'm like, y'all going to blow him off. I said, man, it's easy good.
Them boys came within. They tied, or they took the lead, I believe.
They did.
They took the lead,
Then
yeah.
y'all came back and closed it out. Kyrie showed, listen, y'all forgot about me. Y'all want to talk all this Luka stuff. Kyrie said, hey, I'm here too.
Yeah. But that goes to show you that, you know, the Mavs were battered and bruised with a lot of injuries.
They were, yeah.
If they were a complete healthy Mav team, to Big Game James' point, I said that naysayer right, you know what I'm saying? But
they get them centers back. Then,
yeah,
you know, they
they make it do something. I think with a healthy AD, then the Lakers losing that game, right? But you know that's the if part. If was a fifth, we all be drunk.
We all be drunk. We all be drunk, man.
If AD stay healthy, he'll stay in LA. You know,
AD could sneeze and tear his ACL with a sneeze.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's AD.
Yeah, so it's gonna be a good game in April, though. So you know, I can't wait to see how that's gonna look for Lakers versus Mavs. But it's gonna be a good. It's gonna be a good finish to it all. You know, at the end of the day. But I think that, you know, Kyrie, he looked like, I was like, man, I hope he all right. But I realized he shaved his beard and stuff. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I said, shoot, I make sure I ain't gonna shave my face and beard because I said, man, Kyrie looked like he needed a sandwich or something, man. I thought there was something going on with him.
But back to the Cowboys, because I know everybody saying, back to the Cowboys, right?
Back to the boys.
Back to the boys, right? We still was in Dallas, though. Y'all got to give us that. All right. Look, one thing I've noticed, right? We talked about run game, how we want to be tough with the run game, right? That's what we talked about, right? That's what they said in the press conference. That's what they said we're going to do. That's what all the coaches said, right? What information was leaked by the Joneses?
Yeah, they going to draft a quarterback.
Yeah. Thank you. Hold on now. You peep the strategy here?
Yeah.
We're going to leak quarterback so they can go out and get these quarterbacks and try to push our guy down to us.
Yeah.
You know, because, you know, the Joneses, they would have came out and said, yeah, man, we looking for a running back in this draft. They've been crafty these last couple of years, Lo.
Right.
They really been kind of crafty a little bit. I give it to them.
So what do you think they're going to do then?
They're going to draft a running back. They just said quarterback just so they could. And he said it, man, you know, we tried to draft quarterback in the 5th and 6th round, but they've been going in the 1st and 2nd and 3rd. Come on, man. Why would you say that? Why would you say that if you ain't trying? And this is lion season. Come on, man. That's strategic, ain't it? That's strategic, ain't it? So yeah,
Okay,
y'all
you
think
changed my
y'all gonna
mind.
get a
You
quarterback?
changed my mind a little bit on that. Okay.
Yeah, y'all think, come on, man.
They better do something. They better do
Stephen
something.
Jones is a little crafty, man, and I don't want just any running back. I don't care how deep this running back class is. I need somebody with speed. I need a home run hitter, man. I don't want no guy, he a good catcher out the backfield, but he's slow as molasses.
Yeah.
Come on, man. I don't want that. What good is that?
No, we definitely
What
don't
good
want
is that? Dak need guys that he can get separation from. We last in separation. He needs guys that we can get. Imagine Dak Prescott with wide open throws, and all. He never had that for how many years now?
Man, come on with it, bro.
That's what I want to see. I'm tired of Dak Prescott making miracle throws. I'm tired of that, man.
Man, you spitting the truth, man. I appreciate you for calling in, bro.
All right, man. All right, bro.
And you ain't talking about your heats, you know.
Nah, we gonna push that to the side, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna Yankees, baby. Yankees.
Okay, we'll go.
Spring training.
Appreciate you for calling. No doubt, man. That 100 grand. Yes, indeed, man. Speaking of everything.
Goodbye.
Let me see if I can pull this up. Y'all bear with me. Thank you, everybody, man, for y'all support, your love for the nation, and let me see what we got here. They released a video. Let me see if I can get it going. Hold on. Make sure I ain't got no music on it though, and we get things going. Appreciate y'all so much, man. Appreciate y'all. Yes, no music on this one. Hold on. Yeah. I like it when there's no music on it. Okay, good. Let's get this thing going the right way possible. Appreciate everybody. So with that being said, they got tech people releasing the video, and y'all talking about his route, and y'all talking about he dropping in the draft and everything. Let me get him. Yeah. Greet the ball. You want to see those hands stretch for the ball. Yeah. Don't let the ball hit your frame, body. And I know this is him by himself. But, yeah, what you're looking for are the small things of can he make adjustments while the ball is in the air? Can he greet the ball with his hands? You know, allow the ball to hit his frame or body? And can he have a large radius of window of opportunity and to get the ball, even if it's thrown behind him, a little bit too far in front of him, can he make those necessary adjustments? So those are things that you look for out of a kind of caliber of a receiver, and hopefully it can be him. If not, then we still do Genty. Now I ain't dropped off on Genty. Genty will still bring us plenty. Let's get this thing going the best way possible, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know how y'all feel about this guy, Tet versus Genty. Just for that, let's see. Let me get one more time.
Hello, I'm Shannon Sharp. I would like to thank everybody for tuning to the Nightcap Podcast.
Hey, you got a story for us, huh?
Ocho, I got a story for you.
Okay.
It was the mid-90s, Ocho.
The 90s, huh? Oh, they about to be crazy right here, huh?
You know about to be crazy, Ocho.
I know.
So, I remember we went down to Tampa, to the Black Beach.
Okay.
I met this little fire thing, Ocho. She a fire too, Ocho. About 5'4", 5'5", little caramel, little thick little thing, Ocho.
Oh, yeah, that's your type right there, huh? That's your type right there.
We hung out the whole time I was down there. Got close with her. The following week, I fly out.
Already, huh? God damn.
Oh, I flew out there, Ocho. Sure did.
That's too early for me, huh?
Got a hotel room, Ocho.
You paid for that too? Oh, hell no.
We went 5 rounds, Ocho.
Damn, 5 rounds?
Oh, Ocho. Your art was hell when he was well, Ocho.
Oh, you went 5 rounds?
I play with it, Ocho.
5 rounds.
5. We got up there next morning, Ocho.
Okay.
And I told her, I said, you want some breakfast? She said, sure. Mm-hmm. We walked downstairs to go get in the car.
Mm-hmm.
We looked at the car. All the windows busted and the tires on flat, Ocho.
She had a boyfriend on. Hey, you can't be doing that. That's how dudes be getting set up, huh? She had a boyfriend?
She had a boyfriend, Ocho. They had just broken up. And they'd been broken up for about a week, Ocho.
They ain't break up a week up?
He fussing and cussing. How you gonna do this to me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, bro, y'all ain't even together.
Yeah. A week? No, you got to get that time to settle in, huh?
The second time I went out there, Ocho.
You went out there the second time?
You know this mofo came up to the room, Ocho?
How he get the room number,
That's what I said, Ocho.
You know that you could have sued them for that,
But you know what? I gave him that look, Ocho.
Mm-hmm.
But she jumped in front of me and she was like, hold it. She said, let me handle this.
Okay.
She said, by 12 o'clock noon, my car better be fixed. See, I paid to get the car fixed the first time, Ocho.
Ain't no way in hell.
The second time, he just put the tires on flat.
Ain't no way in hell, huh?
She told him. I looked at him. You know, I was chisel, Ocho. Back then, I was chisel. They could play with me back then, Ocho. I was big. I was in my prime, Ocho.
Okay.
Like I told you, I was here when I was well, Ocho.
Yeah, I know you went 5 rounds, huh?
He looked at me, and I looked at him.
Mm-hmm.
And he seen that I'm in business, Ocho.
Mm-hmm.
He had that car fixed in her mama yard at 11:59, Ocho.
Damn.
Mm-hmm. And we went to brunch that day. Now, I remember, I was a little boy, Ocho, growing up.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma used to tell me all the time.
What she say,
You can't wear house shoes in an apartment and call them house shoes.
I got to write that down.
I don't know what the hell that means,
I don't know
Ocho.
what it mean either. It sound good,
But
though.
you know something?
Mm-hmm.
I was a mechanic that night, Ocho.
Wait a minute.
I ain't know nothing about cars, Ocho, but I was her mechanic.
What kind of tools you had,
I fixed on her the whole night, Ocho.
What kind of tools you had,
What kind of tools I had, Ocho? Oh, I was a craftsman carrying Black & Decker. I ain't playing with her, Ocho. I got her and her car got fixed, Ocho.
Oh my gosh, man. Oh my gosh, boy. That boy burnt up. He crazy, man. But for those who like those, man, check out my guy, man. I'm not gonna be a gatekeeper on this guy. I want to be able to share his content. I want him to blow up, man, and until he be on the nightcap, man. But click that link right there. That's in his. It goes to his Twitter page, and boy, it's like watching the show. It's literally like, what's the difference? What's the difference in watching that? And to watch this right here, that boy's got it really.
You never know. You never know. Listen to this. Stay with me real quick. Now you draft well. You get some offseason acquisitions in there defensively. You get your number two. You get your number 2 receiver, a good number 2 receiver. Almost there's a receiver that I'm not even gonna say no names. There's a receiver out there that you can go get where it would be a 1A and a 1B.
Mm-hmm.
He wouldn't even be no number 2. You have a 1A and a 1B. That takes some of the pressure off of that.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question, Ocho.
Talk to me.
What does number 2 receivers cost? Money. What is the Cowboys unwilling to spend in free agency? Money. If you're not going to spend $8 million to get Derrick Henry, when the going rate is about 11 or 12 for a running back, what makes you think you're going to spend 25 to 30 million on a number 2 receiver?
Hey, listen, I know what the problem is, and I have a solution. Now, whether they want to execute it or not, then so be it.
What is it? What is it?
You know what the problem is. And they're not going to do anything. They're not going to do anything to try and solve it because solving problems costs money.
Yeah.
If your house leaking, you're like, you know what the problem is. Are you going to spend money to get the roof fixed? Just because you know what the problem is, what are you going to do to solve the problem? That's the better question. What are you going to do to solve it, Ocho? Yeah, I'm curious.
Hey, listen, the Eagles do it every goddamn year. The Eagles do it every season. They do it every offseason. The Eagles do it every offseason. We see the Eagles organization do it every offseason. So it shouldn't be no problem for the Cowboys to do it. The answer is right there. They right there down the street. They showing you how to do it. The formula is right there in front of you every offseason.
Because the Eagles understand, Ocho, they've got to spend money in order for them to make money. Jerry doesn't have to spend money. He has the most valuable sports franchise in the world. If you talk about Barcelona, you talk about Man U, whatever.
Real Madrid.
Garment, it does not matter. If you talk about a sports franchise, the Cowboys are the most valuable. And it's not even close.
Yeah.
Just so we know, it's not close.
Not close.
So there's really no incentive for him to spend money. Plus, we're going to talk about him regardless. The Eagles hired Roseman. Are you saying Jerry Jones is as good a GM as Howie? Or is DeCosta or Ozzie that's in Baltimore? Hell no. Absolutely not. Or Brett Veach in Kansas City? Absolutely not.
Good stuff, though. Good stuff.
Bean,
man.
I think Bean is in Buffalo.
Let me get on up out
Jerry
here,
just be talking. And we listen to him. But guess what? Guess what I ain't got to listen to him on Media Day? You know that night when both teams go at the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
And they go, we ain't got to worry about that. We ain't got to worry about it. We'll be there. I know somebody be at the Super Bowl next year.
Who?
And I know somebody who won't. Us.
I'll be there.
Nice hate. How many pieces are we away? How many? We stretch out our day. We get things moving our way. The Dallas Cowboys will forever be talked about. Who won the Super Bowl? Name me the team that won the Super Bowl. Huh? They ain't talking about them. Talking about the Cowboys. We'll forever be talked about. Well, let's give them something to talk about. Let's finally go against the grain of what we normally do and add more pieces. If we are eligible and able to compete with these particular guys, like MJ was saying, when we are pretty much reheating the hot dog water up that turned the water red just a little bit and pouring that into containers and putting a little sweetener in it and saying that that is Kool-Aid, right? Reusing hot dog water for Kool-Aid. And we're telling the nation and we're telling people, don't that taste good? And we are still managing to compete against those that's within the confines of our division. But verily, verily, I say unto you, what happened if we can get some fresh water into the mix? That's all I'm asking. Boy, we've been drinking hot dog water over here, right? With a little sugar, a little honey. Yeah, no. Somebody said, Lordy. The visuals, man, is making me gag. I feel you. Hot dog water equals protein. Yeah, that's right, Jerry. You can get them all at once, but some things don't match, like raisins on the potato salad. It's what we are saying. Take that off. And I'm trying to tell people, and MJ is just a drinking. Yeah, hot dog water, Law. I like it, man. Yeah, let Shotty cook with that. It's gonna taste good. No, I'm saying it's not gonna taste good. He's not our leader, Scotty, but we appreciate your money. As long as you're trolling and you're paying, we'll accept you.
Wasting my time now. Come on.
No, we drinking pickle juice. But if you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep, and if all of your desires of it makes you quite mad that you don't get tired, and it makes you hold everything tawdy and cheap. Wait a minute.
Splash Brewed at $20. Hot dog water.
If dogged and cheap, I can't even do my laugh. If you want a thing bad enough to go out there and fight for it, to work day and night for it, to give up your time and your peace and your sleep, and if all of your hot dog water is about it, and all that you scheme and dream is about it, if you'll gladly go out there and sweat for it, fret for it, or plan for it, and lose all terror of your mouth for it, if you would simply, just simply go after the thing you want with all of your capacity, strength, sagacity, with faith, hope, and confidence, and stern pertinacity, and neither cold poverty or the famish of fame, or even if the soggy bread with the hot dog water in the hot dog, right? Contextualize your brain, you know? If dogged and grim and besieged and beset with the help of almighty Cowboy Nation. Shout out to you, Splash Brother. You will get it, Cowboy Nation. That's been my time. Can I get a little beans and bologna with my hot dog water?
Please come home.
What we got?
I got beans and bologna. Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness!
Oh my goodness!
I cannot believe it! Oh.
Man, he is on
Your
a...
Highness.
Look at him. My goodness. Splash Brother is splashing again, man. Don't let me find out that you are part of that DOG. Doja. Come on, give 20 memberships levels. Gold level 2. Come on. Big Duke. CeeLo. Rowdy. Kendo. Appreciate you. The blue one, not the red one. LDBC. Come on, Gary. This man is a legend here, man. Come on, man. Y'all need to thank my guy, my brother from another mother, no other. Not hot dog water, but the Splash Brother. Come on, baby. Put Splash Brother in the chat, man. Come on. Law Nation, baby. Come on. The Splash Brother. Come on with it. Come on with it. Stretch. Shout out to him. Hey, that boy's still giving. Come on. Woo! Good grief. This ain't the civil level he giving y'all. He giving y'all gold. Come on with it.
Those London boys don't come to play. You should.
That boy Splash ain't coming to play.
Move, find yourself, they getting
Chase.
Dance with the devil, used to love playing those games.
Come on, man.
Made some bad decisions that brought my mama pain.
Come on, I gotta do something special with
Splash. I made a promise to her, swore that I would change.
Come on with it.
I'm on the come up, bet I live up to my name.
Yeah. I wake up. Come on. I gotta do some splash. I gotta create a graphic for a splash. Law, can you create one on the spot? Yo, come on. Yo, make it splash over here. Come on, yeah. Splash. Yeah. Come on. Splash. Come on with it, man. This is my guy, Smoke One for you, man. Even he's a part of splashing over here. Boy, yes, indeed. This is all of the zombies out of there we have here, sucker. You know, appreciate you. Yeah, come on with it. Come on with it. Hey, shout out to you. Yeah. Come on with it. Splashing. Splashing. Come on. Come on with it. He gave in 2 days 80 memberships. Man, this splashing. Come on with it.
Greens and pinks, it's all the same. I still save and roll my change. Take some losses when I play.
Charge it to the what? Come on.
I'm with T-Black, I'm with Reverend now. I'm with
Come on with it.
I'm with Chuck and now.
That boy got it.
Still the same, now switching sides, now it's about loyalty.
Come on with it. Yeah.
I mix Nike with designer, I experiment.
Who experimenting, baby?
On the shelf and I'm not feeling it. Search for the one, but baby girl, it's nothing real.
That he's still splashing. Come on with it. Yeah.
I've been really in the field, love the rush, I love the feel.
Boy.
I just wanna run it up.
Man, y'all gifting. Shade.
Kind of check a song. Lately, I just wanna run it up.
Boy, I would say this one may be too
Lately, I just wanna
That boy got it leaking over here, man. All the splashing. Come on with it. I be on roll along. Yeah. Come on. Look at these credits right here. Jeez.
Smoke 14 ya $10. This for all the zombie out there we hear suckers.
Zombie man, you didn't. I done went through all of my songs. Come on with it. Waterworks over here. Come on with it. Shout out to you, Smoke. Run, yeah. Shoot, 100 new members. This list is gonna be longer than any Jay Leno's chant. Yeah, come on.
Take a drink of my cigarette. Breathe me out.
Breathe you in. Yeah, thank everybody, man, for y'all support. Your unbelievable support. Look at that list, man. Boy. Don't let the street lights hit you. Don't let them hit you, y'all. Look at all that water. Don't let the street lights hit you. Got the gifts just falling out of the sky. Boy. Whatever you do, play your tune. Come on with it. And what? Another one. Philly D. Tony. Appreciate y'all. Lord. Canadian Toker. Man. Don't let the street lights. Come on with it. In the words of Samuel L. Jackson. Man, appreciate you, Splash Brother, man. May God continue to bless you, man. Play it too. Boy, that boy, hey, that boy splashing everything. Yeah. Rafe. The splashing is real. Man.
If a baby grain can fly, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on, fly on.
Man, I really appreciate you so much, man. I want to let everybody name that's on this list to continue to be on the credits, the end credits for those that Splash Brother done fool around and blessed over here. I appreciate all of the splashes. So if your name is on this roll right here, you'll be forever permeated into the history of Law Nation Sports on this particular day. You know, hey, I appreciate him and his support, man. We're just going to let that one. I got to go through all of my music lists. Now, let me see if I can find another song that we can play that can get things going. Appreciate you. Yeah.
Smoke 14 y'all $5. Run woman running 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 woman running.
Woo. That woman is running, Smoke. Yeah. Come on with it. What we tell him?
In this moment,
yes. 120 splashes. Oh my goodness.
It's not hard to fool me. Cause I'm addicted to the good life.
Look at that water running down there. It's wet. Come on with it.
No need to say where we are heading now, babe. I follow to the edge of it all.
Your name on there twice, Angie. Ain't that something?
To the edge of it all.
What we tell them?
So tell your good night. Cause I'll find no better one. Yeah.
And let me get one of them cars, smoke one for you. Let me get the Maybach. Let me ride the Maybach. The Aston Martin. Shout out to you, Bill Freedom. Bobby. Arturo. Destroy 1X. Come on, Cedric, Oscar. Appreciate y'all.
It's not a problem.
Not a problem? No.
Cause I know what I'm getting into.
Bezo, appreciate you. Broadway, JoJo. Christopher, Robin, son, appreciate you. Don Smith, the one and only, appreciate you. Bleezy, Vinay, not Testerburton. East Texas Alex, appreciate you. King with 2 eyes, what's good? Ken, and the super chats, NJ, and Angie Selectively, Aggressive Dreamers, J Diz, Johnny Blue, not Walker, appreciate you. Chris, Scotty, what's good? Dak owns Filthy, Cry Eagles Cry, Smoke one for you. Last but not least, the Splash Brother, appreciate you, man. Oh my goodness, man. We tell them all the time. What is your profession? Splash, 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 splash. If you can't get it wet like that, man, I know the ladies gonna say, hey, if you can't get it wet like this, I don't want you to do anything for us. Come on with it. Let's get it. Yeah.
Sacrifice. Don't give up the fight. Everything will be alright on any given Sunday. Yeah. Depend on you. If you win or lose, you know you got to pay some dues to live on Monday. Yeah.
Ain't nobody calling me.
SB in the chat, baby. We gonna get there. One way or another, Splash gonna get us there, man. Come on. Let's get it.
Calling me, texting me, paging me, asking me, am I still in ball? Y'all usually check on me. Listen.
What we tell him?
I'm still in boys. Hey,
I'm still them boys.
Oh, I'm still them boys. I'm still them boys.
Don't forget, Sadiq. Thank you for the $75 PayPal. We really appreciate you.
I'm still them boys. Call and check on me. Hey, I'm still them boys. Them boys. I'm still them boys. Now y'all don't want to call and check on the pastor. I'm still them boys. Yeah, I'm still them boys.
You have to be your biggest fan. And when things are really tough and they're really rough and nothing's working, but there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you don't know who you're going to meet,
Let me see. Drop 100 in the chat if you enjoyed the show today. Let me see 100 in the chat. Drop 100. Baby.
Hey, bro, come on now, dog.
because you don't know who you're going to meet.
If you didn't hit like on this channel, nor subscribe, or thank SB, shame on you.
Are you shitting me?
Drop that 100 in the chat, baby. Let's thank SB. Let's get it. Until next time, Cowboy Nation. If we offended anyone today, you're literally just offended because we had a great time today. Until next time, DC for life.
And
enjoy the splashes.
They're really rough, and nothing's
Let's get it.
working. But there's something inside of you that says, I just have to follow that. Because you